Alright everybody, so I'm going to try this as quick as I can. I'm sorry, you have to just pause it because my camera and my computer aren't working too compatibly today. So, if you take a look at number 1, the formula is 1/3 times pi times the radius twice times the height. You got 1/3 times 3.14 times 50 times 50 times 120. And that's 314,000 centimeters cubed. If you need, pause it. If you have to, that's fine. This may be in separate videos, I'm not sure yet. The second one, you got a cylinder, you got to find the volume of the cylinder. That's 3.14 times your radius twice times 12.3, which is your height. You multiply those out, you get 681 feet cubed. And number 3, is a sphere. You've got 4/3 times 3.14 times 4 times 4 times 4 because it's 4/3 times 3.14 times your radius cubed. And that turns out to be 268. Sorry, 268 inches cubed. Okay. Next page is finding the surface area and the volume of your triangular prism. There's surface area. Oh, sorry, there's volume. You've got the height times the length times the width divided or times a half. So 16 times 12 times 10 times a half, and that is 960 centimeters cubed. For the surface area, we have to take each of the areas of the triangular prism and then use the formula. So the two triangles, 16 times 12 times a half, and then the three rectangles, 12 times 10, 10 times 20, and 16 times 10. And we multiply those and we add them together and we get 672 centimeters squared. For your rectangular prism, you've got the volume's pretty easy. 5 times 10 times 2, that's 100 centimeters squared. So just length times width times height. And then for the surface area, remember every single a rectangular prism has 6 sides, so you need 6 multiplication problems. You got 5 times 10 and 5 times 2, 10 times 2 and 10 times 5, and 2 times 5 and 2 times 10. So you add all those, you multiply those, you add them up, you get 120 centimeters squared. The next side, and this should say rectangular prism here. If I slice this rectangular prism this way, what shape would be made? Well, it's right there. It's just a rectangle. That's all you have to do is tell me a rectangle. For the area of a trapezoid, we simply just have to take 1/2 and I multiply it, and I add base 1 and base 2, so I add the top and the bottom and times by the height. So 1/2 times 6 plus 10 plus 7. When I work all that out, the answer is B, 56 centimeters squared. This problem here, there is a rectangle with a base of 10 centimeters and a height of 18 centimeters. Edward says the area of the rectangle is 180 centimeters squared, but Hannah says it's 90 centimeters squared. Well, Edward's right because it's a rectangle. And the problem that Hannah made is the fact that it's not a triangle, or she multiplied it by half or divided by 2. And then the last page here, you've got James is needing to fill his garden with dirt. The dimensions of the garden are below, so there's the dimensions. And if you're figuring out if you need surface area volume, you need volume, because surface area is on something, but volume is in something, and he's filling in the dirt. So to figure out the volume of that, you just take length times width times height. So 9 times 4 times 4, that's 144 inches cubed. Now the next one here, the question is, if James can shovel in 4 inches cubed of dirt every minute, how many minutes would it take for the garden to be filled? Well, you just take 144, your total, divided by those 4 inches cubed, and it's 36 minutes. And lastly, if James wants the garden to be 80% full, all you have to do is take the total, if it was full, 144 inches cubed, times it by 80%, and you get your total of 115.2 inches cubed.